My brothers, remain patient. Please remain patient because your time is coming. Your happiest days lie ahead of you. The most money you're going to occur lies ahead of you. The beautiful woman that you desire, she will be yours. Those moments of accomplishment, achievement, the best days, the happiest days that you can ever dream of, they all lie ahead of you. You are a young man, I presume, if you are watching. If not, again, the same concept, the same principle applies. That positive mindset, that positive attitude that I've cultivated, which doesn't cultivate overnight, is something that I have, that remains with me as I envision my future, as I remain dedicated and committed to the cause, understanding that everything I do is a process. It's all for the future version of myself to be appreciative and grateful for, that I am putting in the work now, that I am eradicating bad habits, that I'm incorporating positive habits. It's that positive mindset that's going to help me attain my goals, and it's going to be exactly the same for you. And my biggest message of this video is to encourage you guys, of course, to try new things, experience life, understand and ascertain what your purpose is something that I say a lot on this channel, but it's to remain positive, because there's going to be many moments where you're going to want to throw the towel in. And trust me guys, I've been there. I've tried business projects, I've gone through the entrepreneurship journey, I'm still absolutely committed to it, but I failed many times, and I don't take those failures as losses, so to speak. I take them as lessons that I can learn from. Okay, cool, this business failed, this project failed, what can I take from this? A long time ago, at the age of 16, I built an Instagram page from scratch, and I accrued over 100,000 followers, which I then later sold for a few $1,000s, American dollars, pounds, for my American audience, of course. So I realized, okay, so when it comes to marketing, when it comes to consistency, I do have that capability. There were other things that I tried: Amazon FBA, social media marketing agency, digital marketing, copywriting, skills that I learned. I failed in some respect, worked in sales, built up my skills and knowledge. The best thing and the biggest thing that you can do as a young man is to build up your skill set, is to try new things. As I said, ascertain your purpose, realize what your talent is, what your skill is, what can you improve at. But as you're doing that, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to fail, but it's always maintaining that positive attitude. The past gives you depression, and the future gives you anxiety, and all we have is a present moment, said by a wise man. Forgot the name of the person. It's a quote that I hold very dear to my heart, and it's something that I would recommend you guys to do, which is why I meditate, to help myself remain in the present moment. And it's always being optimistic, and that is coming from the guy. When I was a teenager and in my early 20s, I was the most pessimistic man you'll ever meet. I was like, all doom and gloom. What's even the point? Why are you setting goals? It's not realistic. That's impossible. And words that hold weight. And this is another point that I want to mention to you guys as well. A lot of people say it's wishy-washy, it's law of attraction, universal stuff that a lot of you guys won't believe in. I was the biggest advocate for realism in terms of, ignore that, it's wishy-washy. What you say and what comes out of your mouth holds weight. With a lot of you guys, the way that you speak to yourself, if you spoke like that to a family member, if you spoke like that to your friends, you would be alone for the rest of your life, I promise you. So why do you think it's acceptable to speak to yourself in a poor manner? You are your own vessel. You have this for the rest of your life. Treat it with respect. Treat it with love. Because when you do that, when you have that introspection and you reflect internally, that is then reflected on the outside world, and you attract what you desire. You attract what you need to help you attain your goals. What you say, it has weight. Almost like self-hypnosis. So when you say things like, I'm strong, I'm intelligent, I'm clever, I'm good looking, I can do this, I have the capability, I have the resources, I have the ability, I can do this. When you say that continuously, that slowly starts sinking into your subconscious mind, you go through that repetitive phase. You do it day in, day out, week in, week out. You realize that over time, even though initially you may have thought it was hogwash, as time progresses, you start to believe in your source. You start to believe, you say, I'm the man. Chris. My name's Chris. My name's Richard. There's only one Richard. One Richard that's unique to me. No one can be like me because there's only one of me on this earth. I am the man and I am destined for greatness. I'm destined for success. And there's no one that's going to deter me. There's no one that's going to force me to deviate from my journey. And I'm going to accomplish what I need to accomplish on this earth to attain the goals that I've set for myself. You need to ensure that you don't make excuses, because the day you make excuses is when you've given up, is when you've completely and utterly given up. The day you stop making excuses is the day you become a man, and it's the day that your life changes. When you stop having the victim mentality of, it's not my fault, it's my parents' fault, they didn't raise me correctly, my daddy didn't love me, my friends weren't nice to me, I'm a loner, I can't do this, I have this disability. All I hear is excuses upon excuses upon excuses. Now, if you have a severe disability, that's different. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people that put these mental hurdles, these limiting beliefs for no reason. The good news is when you speak to any multimillionaire, any successful entrepreneur, athlete, and I've spoken to quite a few of them, they all say the same thing. In the United States, over 80% of millionaires are self-made. If they did it, why can't you? What's special about them? It isn't IQ, it isn't intelligence, it isn't necessarily contacts. They started from scratch. They're self-made. They weren't handed that money on a plate. They had to develop a skill set, they had to remain dedicated, and they had to work extremely hard to go into the position they could. If they were able to pull it off, why aren't you able to pull it off? You have the tools, you have the brains. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. It's just whether you're making excuses or not. So the day you stop making excuses is the day your life is going to change. It's the day that you actually develop into a man, because you take full accountability, full responsibility. And it's a very liberating feeling, because you know that your destiny is in your hands. You are the master of your fate. And that if I want to live a successful life in the future, it's completely and utterly down to me. And that's the biggest message here is you should take positivity from what I've just said. You are the master of your own destiny. You are the captain of your ship, because now you've taken accountability. Now you've taken responsibility. That should be a very positive thing, because as I said at the start of this video, the happiest days of your life lie ahead of you. The most money you're going to make in a year lie ahead of you. The woman, the beautiful woman you want in your life, it lies ahead of you. She will be yours in the future. Every best, enjoyable, happiest moment of your life, all of that lies ahead of you. Granted that you put the work in, but that's in your hands. No one can do it for you. No one's coming to the rescue, but it's in your hands. And that should give you the drive, the burning desire, the ambition, because you, my friend, you can absolutely achieve anything that you put your mind to. Smash the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see all of you guys for my next video. Peace.